I also had a nightmare I'm going to share today because it was really funny and involved The Office, so that'll be later.
Well, I mean, since we're talking about it now, I mean,
Okay.
as you're saying that, I just remembered a nightmare that I had last night.
Mine was really embarrassing. And you know what? I woke up kind of angry at Doug.
Okay, let's hear about it.
Okay, so you know what? I'm going to preface this with I drank a lot of water before bed, and I didn't piss my bed. Okay, that's what I'm saying. But it led to this dream. So I thought it was a Monday. I'm in the office. I'm walking over there. I'm putting music on. I'm putting our logo on the screen. And I don't know why, but Doug asked me to go to the front of the office of our meeting room and present something. I can't see the screen, so I'm like, sure, yeah, I'm walking up there. And I remember I'm wearing like these khaki pants, and I get up there, and I'm like, wow, it's like really warm in here. And then I look down, and I pissed my pants in front of not just the team, it was team partners, and we had like builders there. And Doug just points and laughs, and I was like, and he said, pinche. And I was like, damn, this is real. I pissed my pants in front of everybody.
Are you sure that you weren't just sweating?
I probably was sweating. I'm definitely a sweater.
Yeah.
I've also had recurring nightmares of the incident at our builder partner meeting.
Mm-hmm. Well, that's why I asked, because you have a history of
I do.
visibly sweating.
Yeah,
But so does Doug, to be fair.
true.
I mean, if y'all would both just take it easy with the pre-workout in the morning, maybe you could fix that a little bit.
2 scoops or nothing.
Oh, gosh.
I'm not. 1 scoop if I'm not working out.
Well, my nightmare was a little shorter and not as traumatic.
Oh, good.
I had a nightmare that I was doing an open house. That wasn't the nightmare part of it. The nightmare was that I'm in my open house and I'm so fired up and ready to like start converting all these leads that come in. And I realized that it was my responsibility to put up all my open house signs. There's no open house signs up. So then I was torn, like, do I stay in the house or do I leave and go put up my signs? So
Did you make a choice in your...
I did. I went out and put up my signs.
There we go.
Yeah.
And I bet there was a ton of traffic.
I didn't make it that far into the nightmare.
Oh, well, it'll be a dream the next night.
I agree. I agree. So now I've just, now I've got to make sure that my open house signs get put out on Saturday. I'm not putting them out.
Nicole Fair doesn't put out her own signs?
Have you seen the height of my heels? No. Although I do tell the agents, bring a change of shoes, bring a change of clothes, because you don't want to, especially as it gets hotter, you do not want to put out open house signs in your open house outfit of the day.
See, but not every agent like abides by that. I've seen other agents from other teams, and they're out there like in full dress and heels, and I guess they sell those things you can put on heels like to not sink in the ground.
Yeah,
They don't buy those, and they just sink in the ground
You're
anyways.
gonna be stanky when people walk into your open house. Like, you're gonna smell like outside. So
Houston summer outside.
no, definitely encourage you not to do that.
Or just wear different clothes.
So maybe we should get started with what we have
I know.
on the docket today. Okay, so I just want to start out by saying great job putting everything together today. It was the complete opposite of what we talked about. It was supposed to be easy and stress-free and minimalistic and something that we could easily duplicate, and you did not do that.
Way to go, Media Kings.
Yeah.
I already followed directions on what I was supposed to do.
Yes. So, but with all that being said, I think we're going to have a very successful conversation today.
It's going to be fun.
It is going to be fun.
It'll look great.
Let's have fun.
Yeah, okay. Well, one of those things.
Would you like me to start?
Yes.
All right.
Because I shared my pee story first, so I feel like it's fair.
That's a very awkward intro into my story. And hopefully I don't have my finger in my eyeball the whole time because I have like this eyelash that's keeps hanging down. If you see it,
Is it on this side?
It's on this side.
Yeah.
You see it?
I think you just put it up.
Okay. Well, if it starts to come down.
That's a weird thing to say. You put it up.
Yeah.
Like,
I fixed her. Okay. Well, the past few weeks have been interesting. I've added a whole nother thing into my things, and that is studying for my broker exam. Yeah. Now, I've been in the industry for, it'll be 10 years this year. And, there's different things that you have to have checked off your box to be able to take the broker exam. It's so many years in business, it's so much production. And while I've been qualified to take it for a while, we've just had so much going on each year that I just haven't paused to do that. So this year I said, okay, we've waited long enough. I'm going to take my broker's exam. And I've been taking the prep and reading all the questions and the pages, and it's very interesting to me.
Like
No.
it's not what you expected, or
Well, it is what I expected, but it's like blast from the past of when I first got my real estate license, and that is everything that you're taught and have to learn and memorize and they drill into your head is so outside of the day-to-day real estate.
world.
Yes. Now, it is very important, of course. However, it is, yes, completely different than what your day to day is in real estate. And so I think that when I was getting my real estate license, it was a lot easier for me to kind of like wrap my head around everything that I was learning because I didn't know better. But now being in the business as long as I have, like having to kind of shelf all of that to learn this is kind of trippy.
Especially doing as many transactions as you've done, you read something, you're like, when would I use this?
Yes, absolutely. And then, of course, you have like national questions and rules and whatnot. And then you have Texas specific rules and whatnot. And you can kind of get them confused. They're not one and the same. So that's what I've been dealing with. But I'm a pretty good test taker and pretty good at memorizing, as bad as my memory is, which is very, very ironic.
Oh, it's not the best.
No, it is not. So all that to say, I'm hopeful.
Do you think when people get to that point in their career where you've done as many transactions as you have, like that getting your broker license is something you should do, or is it something you should do just if you need to? Does that make sense?
It does. I don't know if my answer is going to be very political. I really think it's like a glorified title.
Okay.
I mean, that's kind of my initial answer. Of course, it plays its part, right?
Right.
You need a designated broker. If you want to be a broker of an office. Now, I will not be our designated broker. It's just not something that I'm interested in doing. However, we decided to do this more as a backup worst case scenario. We get ourselves in a situation to where we have to, immediately have someone step up
Right.
as a designated broker. I was chosen. But I think overall it's not, we're all learning the same things, to be honest. I'm sitting in a broker prep course, but there's people in my class who are in that class for their real estate exam. So the difference is we're just asked more questions and maybe some different questions than what you get on your initial test. But it's not like a whole new world. It's all real estate.
So it's just kind of like a title.
It is a title.
I only ask because, I've met some brokers in my 9 years of real estate that I'm kind of curious, like, you maybe don't know everything. And when I think broker, like when I first got into this business, I thought like they're just the go-tos. They know everything of every aspect of every transaction.
Yeah.
But now learning that it's very textbook oriented, it kind of makes sense in the way they respond to things, the way they talk. I'm like, oh, it's not like real life application the entire time.
No, you're completely wrong. I'm sorry. You're completely right. However, don't get it twisted. I will be demanding that everyone in this office calls me broker after I receive my license.
Like Nicole the broker or broker Freer?
Her Highness Broker?
Her Highness broker.
Yeah, her brokerness.
Yeah.
Something.
I'm gonna have Julie just get you new business cards now.
Yes, that would be nice. Yeah. I'm not doing all this for nothing. Yes, but so that's what I've been doing. And I think studying for my broker exam, as well as being back in open houses and doing these educational real estate videos, it even more so goes to the difference of textbook application and real life application, because the educational videos that I'm doing that are kind of your foundation basic conversation that you want to be having with people who are looking to buy or sell a home, it's like blowing new agents' minds.
Right.
And even seasoned agents, just kind of like, wow, I didn't even think to ask that or think to look at it from that perspective. And so they're not the same.
So the way I kind of think about it, and you can tell me if I'm wrong, is like the thing that they teach you when you're getting your license and stuff, it's very technical transaction side, but no one teaches you in those schools like how to actually be an agent and produce business.
Yes.
Right?
That's very true. And what they brought up in our broker prep last week is that they're now actually moving towards, I don't know if it's forcing or encouraging, but someone who is seasoned within the brokerage to walk a new agent through their first few transactions, because they're seeing all these new agents get licensed and, you know, join these brokerages and then not know what to do
Right.
when, you know, they execute a contract. And so requiring those brokers or seasoned agents in that brokerage to literally walk that new agent step by step through the process, which is ironic because that's actually what we do
I know,
on
I
our
was like,
team.
that sounds familiar.
Yeah, I'm like, whoa, we're way ahead of the game. No, but seriously, like that's what we've been doing with our agents when they join the Nicole Freer group. It's like, that's part of the value that we bring. It's like you don't have to come with all the knowledge and expertise to be able to go from contract to close. We're here to walk through it with you and hold your hand all the way through.
And I think that's the main attraction for someone to join a team, right? Is to have that guidance. But what I hear a lot is we get a ton of agents who want to join our team and they interview, they're brand new. And that's the one thing I hear that's super common is like, no one taught me how to go and get business. And I always relate it back to the story you tell when you first got your license and you're like, it's a referral-based business. And there's just no one out there teaching them how to do these things. It's like, I can teach you how to be an agent, but not how to make a living being an agent. And it's just it's so odd to me.
Right. And I would take it a step further and say it's difficult to find the people who have the experience, who have the time, and to have the desire to train someone to do those things, right? Because a lot of the agents who have the know-how and the experience don't have the time to do it because they've gotten so busy in their own production that, you know, and then let's be honest, like, what's in it for me? You know what I mean? Like, if I'm a producing agent, what's going to make me pump the brakes or, you know, kind of do a little bit less of my own stuff to help you be successful? What's in it for me? You know, I mean, we all want to think that, you know, we're all good Samaritans and just can take time to help people all the time, but it has to make sense, right? And that's kind of where I think you're seeing a lot of the value in real estate teams these days, is because you are getting that assistance and hand holding, but, you know, that's where the splits are justified, you know?
I think it's a good mix of the guidance and accountability, but what's crazy is the flip side is true. Some people don't find value like in people who do it full time, like sales coaches, because their logic is like, well, they're coaching full time, they don't do production. So it's like with some people, you can't win. It's like, I mean, they're too busy and can't teach you, or I'm trying to teach you because I've done it.
Right.
I'm just not doing transactions now.
Well, you know, Doug always likes to use the analogy of like a sports coach,
Yep.
right? You can look at a lot of really, really good sports coaches, and they didn't necessarily play the game. Or maybe they did, and they weren't like an all-star on the team, but they're a really, really good coach.
Their talent is just elsewhere.
Yes.
Yeah,
I just happen to have both. I don't know.
Your Highness broker. Cool. So I want to talk about Doug's favorite topic right now, and that's the appreciation party.
Oh, okay.
Relax.
Okay.
Relax.
Close one.
Appreciation party. I mean, I'm not hiding it. This year I'm like super excited. Last year was phenomenal. It was super huge scale. Everything was great. Your outfit was incredible. Excited for this year's. This year's a little different for us. You know, we're choosing a venue, and I'm like really excited because it is a venue that includes supercars, and I love cars. But I also know Doug loves this time of year because we're talking budget.
Yes.
And during those meetings, I can kind of see him get a little tense, and I'm like, it's okay, Doug.
Yeah.
So
I mean, you don't see the bruises from him pinching me underneath the table. Golly.
But this year I'm excited for the venue, and I want to talk about if you've put any thought into your appreciation party outfit, because every year I love seeing what you pick. I get super excited.
Of course, I've put a ton of thought into it. I just haven't executed those thoughts into searching, which is very important.
It is.
Yeah, this year is going to be phenomenal.
Yes.
I think that last year was so exciting for
Mm-hmm.
us because the jump that we made from the year prior to last year was tremendous.
Right.
Just as far as like attendance and venue space, and I mean, it was just crazy.
Mm-hmm.
This year, I think we learned so much from last year
Yeah.
that we've refined it so well. I'm excited about our venue at the Britmore. This new event space is just so up our alley. Like, it's so modern, contemporary, clean. Yes, with the supercars. You walk in there and you're like, ooh, I want to throw a party here, you know?
Yes.
And we get to do that.
Yes.
Yay!
I'm so excited.
Thank you, Doug. But yes, we are definitely getting up there on budget. And Doug's a little nervous, but you know, we still have some time to get some more sponsorships. So, you know, we're being very hopeful about that.
I agree. I
but-
was really excited because during the walkthrough, like, he got really excited.
He did.
And initially, I wasn't going to put any cars out on display. And when we got there, Doug's like, you can't not have a car out.
Yeah.
Like, and I was like, Doug,
So,
my man.
let me tell you a little bit about Doug, okay? Seeing as though I've known this man for 24 years, this is how he works, okay? He likes to say no, but he also likes to do the things, you know? Like, he just likes to put up a front, like, no, we can't do that. That's out of our budget. And then he's like, oh, those are some cool cars.
Yeah.
Ooh, that bag looks good on you. Yeah, I like those shoes. Grab that outfit too. So you just have to let him put on the no face, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Let him say no and respect. You have to respect the no, okay? You can't argue with the no, because if you argue with the no, then you're done.
Because you don't get the yes later.
Correct.
Okay.
If you respect the no, you know, yes, Doug, you're right. You are being very responsible right now. That's why I love you. You know, then he knows, you know.
And then
And then
he.
you get the sports cars and
Yes.
the outfit for the party. So please don't let Doug watch this, because then he's going to know all of my secrets. But yes, I'm very excited about the outfit this year, because a couple years ago, I think I went more regal, all white, cape dress. It was very, yes.
I loved that Valentino dress.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you. And then last year, I went a little like funky party with the
Mm-hmm.
pink sequins and feathers and stuff. I think it'd be fun to do something kind of like rock and roll.
Oh.
I think it'd go really good with the space,
venue,
you know?
yeah.
So I don't know, maybe like some crazy like pant and blazer outfit moment. I don't know.
I'm really excited just to see what you choose.
Yes, maybe like an Alexander McQueen, or
Some of those pieces that we walk by when we go shopping with you, like,
Yes.
I'm like, Alexander McQueen.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah. We definitely need to start looking soon, because it's not just going to end up on my front porch. So we got to do the work.
That's fair. That's fair.
Like I tell my agents, you got to put the work in, right?
Shopping's hard.
It is a lot of work. Yes.
That was good.
Anything else you want to cover about the appreciation party?
Yeah, I just realized that we didn't tell people what it is. Either way. I'm
Yeah.
kidding. Yeah.
So what's the purpose of the party again?
So what are we doing?
What are we doing? Each year, NFG throws an appreciation party, and it's where we show our appreciation to our team, our clients, our builder partners, our
Advocates.
advocates.
Yeah.
You know, there's a lot of people that go into playing a part of NFG's success. And so for us to just have one big night each year where we go all out, like open bartenders and food and entertainment and music and DJ and door prizes. It is, I mean, I'm not just saying this because it's my party. It's probably the best party I go to every year.
Yeah, especially like in our marketplace, our metro, like we easily put on the best event tied to real estate. Like, it's amazing. It's not just door prizes, like it's like Chanel, Apple products. We brought in like a guitarist. I mean, this was like a 10,000 square foot ballroom with like over 400 people.
Yeah.
Like, it was incredible. It was at the Westin in Memorial City.
And this year, we are going to make it even bigger, seeing as though we now have the Nicole Freer Foundation.
We do, yes.
Super excited about that.
I think the activation we're going to have this year with the foundation is going to be like super incredible to see and super rewarding, like for the people who get the benefit from it. But I'm really excited to see it just play there like live and see people get excited about it and contribute and be a part of it. So it'd be cool.
And that night, for the very first time, the Nicole Freer Foundation will be awarding the recipients of the PIC Scholarship.
I'm actually really excited. We've gotten really good feedback on it, so I'm excited to actually get applicants and get them there and awarded. And so, how many applicants is it this year?
I think we're close to 30.
Okay, yeah.
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 So that's exciting too, because
It is.
I was nervous. I'm thinking, what if we put this offer out there and nobody jumps on it? Nobody's like, oh, I won a scholarship. I don't know. I don't know why I was thinking that.
I mean, I didn't go to college like so long ago, 9 years ago, but it was still like really expensive.
So expensive.
And now I look at pricing because my husband's going to do a master's program, and I was thinking like, you know, a little bit out of pocket. No, it is insane. So like these families, like any help they can get, it's going to be super exciting.
Yeah.
Yeah. I taste tap watery.
What spring does this come from?
The the North Katy Spring. It's from Morton Creek.
It's from Sugarland, Texas. We drinking water from Sugarland?
You see Julie in the back filling them up from the tap.
Hey,
Put the sticker
it's
on.
it ain't even from a spring. It's from reverse osmosis and ozonation.
That's exactly what it tastes like. No, actually,
Trying to kill our people.
no. I love our waters. I love all of our branded swag. These are dope.
There.
All right, Austin, what's the next topic? Is it that we're going to do an OnlyFans, not for adult explicit material, but for real estate content? We're going to sell educational content on OnlyFans. No one's doing that. Just throwing that out there.
Can you even do that?
Yeah, it's not all like, you know, adult
Pervert
content.
stuff?
Yeah, no.
The
There's.
site started for non-adult content reasons, like personal trainers and things like that. Are you serious?
I'm surprised
I
you're
have no
such an
idea.
expert, to be honest.
He's like, I'm one of the founding fathers.
I'm Mr. Fans.
Mr. Fan.